Hi there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. A very cold morning here. Last night I thought it would be like a little bit cold, so I was almost froze in the middle of the sleep because my window was a little bit open. So yeah, this morning it's around 10, 12 degrees in Dhaka, our city. Woke up and made some tea and decided to do a list for you, top 10 list. Nah, just 10 fragrances really good for winter because the winter this year is being extended for some reason. Last year at the same time, this very time, the winter was totally gone. It was not that cold, so I was very sad. So this year is making up for all the lost winters, right? So I have done this list like a few days back, like 10 good fragrances that smells really good only in winters. This is another 10 fragrance suggestion from me. These are not top 10 by any means. Top 10 would sound nice, it's for fun, but these are 10 solid fragrances for winter, another episode. Okay, so I have selected different kinds of fragrances. Some of them are similar in nature, some of them are not, right? But they smell really good only in winter. So let me have one final sip, then I'll go hit the list. All right, so number 10, I'll start with the powerhouse. This fragrance is being discontinued or already discontinued for some years, I heard, and it's picking up pretty penny. If you see it somewhere, try it if you are into powerhouses. This is number 10 is Furuyo. Okay, Furuyo is from Jacques Bogart House. Beautiful ruby red kind of bottle. Really love that. This is kind of like you can tell from the atomizers what kind of fragrance it's gonna be. So House of Bogart, if you're a fan of it, you'll definitely love it. It's more sweeter than the other Bogarts, and it's actually I enjoy this as much as I enjoy Kuros. But one key difference with Kuros is this one has some sweet touches. I think there's a juniper berry, some sort of sweet notes, fruity notes, and there is also a tobacco with that castoreum or one of those animalic notes. It has musky, a lot of these things happening in this, but very complex. Smells so good in winter, and very long lasting and very affordable in general. But now I hear someone said it's picking up like $200. That's crazy. I mean, don't do that. But if you find it somewhere for a good price, Furio, beautiful. I love that character from Sopranos. This is my favorite fragrance. Like if you think of gangsters and stuff, this is a really beautiful fragrance, long lasting. Jacques Bogart Furio smells awesome in winter. Number 9, we're gonna go with once again Rasasi's Daarej. I just absolutely love this perfume. Absolute. This is one of the best because it's the most affordable from Rasasi. I mean, perhaps they have some more affordable ones like Tasmim is affordable than this, but for the price bracket, well under $25, this is a banger. This fragrance is so good. Okay, it's kind of like powdery, heliotrope, florals. It has some spices, but it's a sweet spice, and the floral is very masculine. So this fragrance smells really nice in the colder months. It smells awesome in summers too, but it's a bit too hard to take on summers. It's very winter heavy kind of perfume. This is a fragrance you must try. It smells like Valentino V, a discontinued fragrance, but mostly on most part, it smells like a very romantic fragrance. If you like that kind of fragrance, this is amazing. Very high quality juice, Rasasi's Daarej, that purple juice. That's at number 9. Number 8, one of my favorite fragrances for winter. This is Lolita Lempicka Eau Masculine for him. This one has a lot of flankers. I'm sorry if you hear some noise. The construction is happening. So this fragrance, it has like a kind of like a sweet vibe to it, boozy vibe to it, and the sweet boozy perhaps is like a licorice, boozy licorice sort of. If you do not know what licorice is, this fragrance, it's kind of like I think got vanilla also. I'm not sure, but this actually I think sort of is very similar to one by Kilian fragrance. I forgot the name. I reviewed it a few days back. That looks like this bottle, Leher Vert. I think I forgot the name exact, but this one, the longevity, the push, it's so good, and it's like kind of dark gothic type of fragrance. It's very amazing. It has this freshness about it, at the same time it has this darkness about it. So if you like Halloween, if you like colder months, this fragrance is just so good for winter, built for winter definitely. Try it out for nighttime. That's awesome for date. No one's gonna smell like you. Okay, Lolita Lempicka Eau Masculine, one of the best fragrances, creative fragrance from designer side. Number 7, Costume National Homme EDP. There's a new perfume version out, I think the darker bottle, but I have this. I don't have that. I want to try that. This perfume is a little bit expensive, and if you like, let me tell you, fragrance like Jazz Club. Some people like Jazz Club, some people like spicy. If you want an uber spicy, strong, like a very spicy, this fragrance has spices like a spice bomb, has nothing on this. This fragrance is just so strong. I cannot wear it every time. Only the weather when it's cold. I bought a partial from one of the brothers. This is a fragrance stunner. This one and the Soul both are good. I like Soul better than this, but I'm showing you this one because the Soul one I've shown many times. This one, Costume National Homme. This one deserves love. I'll write down the names. Try it out and say, check out my review. Number 6, I'm honoring Mr. Thierry Mugler. Rest in peace, sir. I have done a tribute video for him. He is one of my most favorite designers. Like, he actually used to own the house, and the fragrances used to be Thierry Mugler. Now they're Mugler. Sorry, need a little bit tea. See, the voice is not coming out. Yep, better. So this one is called Pure Leather. This is one of the discontinued, very hard to find, very expensive flanker from their line. And I'm very proud to tell you, I actually followed my passion and I tried to get almost all the Thierry Mugler Amin line. But I reviewed Pure Coffee, I didn't get it. I'm looking for Pure Chili, Pure Malt Creation. Few of the ones they're missing, I'll try to get them. But Pure Leather, let me tell you, this is one of the darkest from this line. Okay. If you like Amin line, Thierry Mugler's Amin, Angel Man, I have one more coming up from this house, but this house, if you want a dark leather topping on top of Amin, more serious, very high class, and with leather boots, leather jacket, real leather jacket, this is a fragrance you must hunt down and try, okay? One of the most, I would say, this is what Dior Perfume is to Dior line, okay? That's it. This is the darkest of them all. Pure leather, smells amazing in winters. Now, last 5. I have set up according to my liking. Number 5, I'm going to go with Versace's Man. This perfume was introduced and it didn't become a hit. The summer version of it, Versace Menu Fresh, became a hit because that fragrance was really like pushed and highlighted by YouTube reviewers. And I believe this one didn't sell as much as that. But when I smell them side by side, they're two different fragrances, entirely two different fragrances. This is the purple bottle, discontinued, but still can be had for very good price range, like $60 you can find it. This has the spicy tobacco. I have one more tobacco-based fragrance here. But something about this perfume, I wore it last night just before I went to sleep on my left hand. The spiciness of this fragrance is just so masculine. It's like totally different. There is no fragrance, in my humble opinion, in this current time apart from Versace's Oud Noir that has this kind of DNA. But Oud Noir goes oud. This one goes like tobacco. This perhaps Versace's best fragrance until now. I mean, I can tell you many other fragrances are good, but this is outstanding. Smells awesome, long lasting, and masculine. Okay, Versace's Man, number 5. Number 4 is a perfume I got recent times, a vintage batch backup, and I have a vintage batch about 30 mils left. This is my newer batch, but I'm still enjoying it. This is called CH Man Prive. This one, if you let it sit in your collection, the new ones, perhaps they'll grow mature and darker in color in the juice. But mostly, what you get from this fragrance is winter love. What I mean by winter love, when I wear a hoodie or a leather jacket, this is such a bad boy leather jacket fragrance, whenever there's cold weathers, this fragrance, the top note lasts about 45 minutes, okay? Very long on me. It has a fruity aspect, kind of like a sweet, fruity, sugary, leather and boozy whiskey. All these fragrances makes very good contender to pure malt, but they are different, okay? So I think there's a pomelo or some sort of like those fruity notes, very, very sweet. If you like fruity, sweet leather, don't be scared of leather, but this leather is not those animalic leather. This is one of the sweetheart of leathers, and this is appreciated by women. I think it's a solid fragrance. If you don't have it, still haven't tried, try it out. CH Man Prive, amazing looking bottle. When I smell it, it's just lovely. It's one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, CH Man Prive. So here's the next fragrance which I want to show you. Once again, honoring Mr. Thierry Mugler. I always show the other Amin line, the men's line, like Mugler cologne or some of those, but this next one is of epic proportions, okay? This fragrance right here is a responsible one for main line. This one came out first, then Amin was born. This is called Thierry Mugler Angel EDP. Mind you, if you are new in the fragrance game, this house can confuse you. They have so many of these stars. I have right there EDT, okay? That one is EDT. Let me bring it close to you, you'll understand. This hands down also, this is discontinued, this bottle. It's amazing. Look at these bottles. I mean, creativity of these bottles are just different level. So this is the EDT. This is more approachable for summer. It doesn't have that oomph to it. If you really want to try something from the Mugler line, this one, you can try also the sweeter version would be Angel Muse. I'm a big fan of this house. You guys know that. And those who are big fan, they will collect. But this one right here, Angel, is strong. It's complex. It's more beautiful than Amin. It's sweeter. And this fragrance is just powerhouse of a perfume. If you have smelled it, let it sit on your skin, see the dry down. It has everything but that tar note that is in Amin. This is such a beautiful, gorgeous fragrance, very unisex style. Do not be afraid to try it out because it's from women's style. Try it out before it disappears. Thierry Mugler, Angel, EDP. Beautiful little perfume for winter. Number 2 is a fragrance that I bought in past. I reviewed it. I was not the biggest fan of it. I mean, I didn't understand this fragrance. It was a bit mature for me, but I didn't sell it. I used it. I decanted some. This was 1 million Prive. I'll show you my juice level. I have about what 10-15 mil in there. And the thing is, like, I thought I was good for life, but I heard this got discontinued. And you know what happens when discontinuation happens? You look into a fragrance more. Like, should I get a backup bottle? Should I look into this? Like, seriously, like, I'll need this juice in future. I would definitely need this juice in future because the tobacco note. There's a hookah tobacco note. Check out Steven's review, Red Lessons. This is hands down the most beautiful creations and flankers from 1 million line. This one, 1 million Lucky. The Perfume, I have the whole line. And Absolutely Gold is my most favorite. This one, they have one new flanker coming up, but this one, if you actually like the smell, take it where it's available. You can still have it like within under $100, but the availability is less. It's getting rare to find in Bangladesh. So 1 million previous, sweet, and it's just a beautiful tobacco note. Got this sweetness of 1 million, but not that. It's very mature. You can wear this for office. So I am waiting for my backup bottle today, and I'm just going to cherish it so much. Let me just go one spray in the air. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely mouth-watering. If you like 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spirit, Pure Heaven, Naxos, get this in your arsenal. It smells unique too. Leads me to number 1. This fragrance I've shown in recent past. Perhaps this one doesn't fit this video because it's a bit too popular at this moment, but I still love this fragrance. Really, the smell-wise, this is the best from the line, from the dark side. This is from House of Givenchy, Givenchy Gentleman, Boisee. I'm waiting for the new one to arrive. I forgot the name. Think Private Limit. I forgot the name. I'm sorry. But this fragrance, Boisee, I just absolutely love it. It's kind of like, people say woodsy, woody, but I get like kind of like a leather, boozy kind of vibe. So sexy. It has that iris. Man, it smells so sexy. I cannot tell you. Like, this is one of the most modern masterpiece out there. Longevity is good. The EDP is the longest lasting from this line. Okay, if you really want the most beast mode, I have the whole line until now. That's the EDP, longest lasting. That is what Dior Homme Intense would be in Dior Homme line. But this one right here, sexy stuff. If you love CH Man Prive, you want a little bit more push. I get a boozy vibe from this as well. This is my number 1 today that I'm showing you. Givenchy Gentleman Boisee. Try them out. These are outstanding for winters, and still, as we're having winters, I'm still getting new winter clothing. I shopped a lot this month for heavier clothes, you know, like warmer clothes, and I'm not regretting it. So if you're going out with hoodies or jackets or heavier clothing out, night out, daytime, because weather is so beautiful in Bangladesh, you'll enjoy this perfume so well. But perhaps I can say the same for summers, right? Take care, have a nice day, and thanks for watching. Love you all. I'll go upload this. Ta-ta.